Our first real taste of history came on day one when we visited the Mayan ruins of Xunantunich. It was foggy and rainy and misty that day at Xunantunich, but we just blamed it on Chak, the Mayan rain god, whose face actually appears on some of the temples there. Next, we headed to the town of San Ignacio and ended up checking out some more Mayan ruins at Cahal Pech. The ruins here date back to roughly 1000 BC. Yeah, BC, people, making them some of the oldest in Belize. The next day found us making a really brief stop in Flores, Guatemala, and even though we were only there for like an hour, I really fell in love with it. We didn't stick around in Flores because we were headed to Tikal. Forget about Chichen Itza. Tikal is where it's at.
A total of 4,028 limestone structures have been mapped. Out of these 4,028, as I said before, 3% have been excavated out of the vegetation that they had on, and only 21% of the whole thing has been investigated. Why? Everything you uncover, guys, you need to give maintenance for the rest of history.
That night we camped at Tikal and were woken up by the locals. Then it was finally time to wave goodbye to the mainland and say hello to the Keys. We began our time in Caye Caulker with an amazing full-day sailing and snorkeling trip with Ragamuffin Tours. Believe it or not, less than a mile offshore of Belize's Keys lies part of the world's second largest Great Barrier Reef. It's huge, massive, and you'd better believe that I took advantage of it. And we all took advantage of the sun and the rum punch. The rest of our time was spent consuming seafood, exploring the island of Caye Caulker, and of course, spending a ton of time at the Split. Because, as everyone knows, you just can't beat the lazy lizard at sunset.